Well, so that is through taking basically our identity graph and then matching it against the sort of specific ad slots or programs that are passed through to our partners. And on a daily basis, we'll see whether there's been any crossover. So someone in our universe watching television when this particular TV ad was aired. And if so, we can log that as an impression and then put them into our exposed bucket and then recruit them into a survey at the right time.
So just tell us a little bit about Cint and what you do.
So at Cint, we are the world's leading insight technology business, bringing together the largest place to get to human insight as quickly as possible. And that's been our bread and butter for decades now. But what I do at Cint and what gets me up and brings me to work in the morning is the technology advances we've made to offer that to brands, to advertisers, to agencies, and people throughout the advertising value exchange to turn around brand lift projects in real time to give marketers access to the data they need and make data-led decisions before it's too late to act.
So how does it actually work? Like, what do you do? Like, do you come on a website? How does the client interact with you? And what value do you give to your client?
I think it's actually where we start with this human, the consumer, the person who's engaging with that advert. They have already signed up to be part of our universe of survey takers and insight habits, and we've got the consent to identify them through our tracking technology. This is both cookie-based and cookie-less, as we have direct integration and look at more persistent device identifiers as well. So once we have that established relationship with the individual, we then work with an agency, for example, and their ad operations team to insert a tracking tag, either JavaScript or a 1x1 pixel, which will look through all impressions through the campaign. And when we see our known individuals, we can then send out a survey devoid of context to get a true sense of brand lift compared to a control group that looks the same from demographics and media propensity and media habits.
And you talked about a lot of technology innovation which you have done. Tell us more about that. Like you've been working a lot of improving the technology.
Oh, I mean, we see that the demand for fast insights has always been there, and it's one that we're constantly trying to accelerate to solve in more ways. So we have, for example, added the linear TV exposure data through partnerships with the likes of iSpot and Samba TV. This is currently available in the US and the UK. And to be able to pull through what are seen as your non-digital impressions and the effect of your campaign in a true cross-channel way.
Non-digital impressions mean?
Well, through linear TV, right? We've always seen TV as being maybe a bit more old school or is more established through traditional ways of measuring. But bringing things together for marketers in one place where they can see 1 week in how TV has performed and changed people's opinions or helped influence things like message association alongside all of their programmatic buying. That's been a really exciting development for us.
And how do you do that?
Well, so that is through taking basically our identity graph and then matching it against the sort of specific ad slots or programs that are passed through to our partners. And on a daily basis, we'll see whether there's been any crossover. So someone in our universe watching television when this particular TV ad was aired. And if so, we can log that as an impression and then put them into our exposed bucket and then recruit them into a survey at the right time.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really exciting.